right, so like, you want to start off or like,
So, if we're gonna do like Naruto versus Sasuke, like, I'm just gonna say, base Sasuke and like all of the beginning, like kid Sasuke
like
just
he,
whoops Naruto's
bro,
ass.
I'm serious. Didn't he have like, bro, like he just fucking just destroys Naruto. They showed him like shitting on Naruto. You remember like the flashbacks, like when they were like
So
growing up.
often,
I know.
like it was just like a god. Like okay, in the end, like at Hidden Valley when he had clearly ended up winning against Naruto, but
Yeah, yeah,
it's
but
like
it
in
was
front
like
of your eyes,
it
then
was
Naruto like
it was
held back
way
and all of that.
it was like way more
But
even
still, like
too.
it was a lot more even, but I'm just gonna say like he still didn't have control over his entire like power at that point, and he still
Yeah,
whooped
yeah, yeah.
Naruto's ass, who was training with Jiraiya, who had a
Ex-
little bit more experience with his Kyuubi
exactly.
cloak, because he used it against Neji,
And when
which
and
is one of the
when
most bullshit fights ever.
and when we go into Shippuden, like my guy, fucking he shits on Yamato, Sakura, Sai, and Naruto at the same time.
Exactly, yo, he's like a fucking god. Like he was just dominating for such a long period of time, and it wasn't even funny.
I'm
And it was like
saying,
I sorry if there's any background noise. People just got home right when we start recording too.
yo,
There's like, all right, we're gonna pop in. But to be realistic, like I'm not gonna lie, I feel like they just there's like I remember watching of like I use GoGo Anime for when I watch like anime and all that crap.
yeah,
When
yeah,
I was watching it, I basically saw this one thing where it was just like dominating, or it was talking about like when it was the original Hidden Valley fight, and they're like,
uh,
man, Sasuke's such a bitch once he won, and I was like, what?
uh
I was like, he's
yo.
just wanting to do his own thing. He didn't even kill Naruto.
All right,
I'm pretty sure he's just
so
chilling.
like, do you wanna pull like a swag hog and start the program or start from like the very beginning?
Sure, let's do it. All right, so
All
we're
right, so
talking like the fucking
pre like Academy Naruto and Sasuke. Like we said, Academy Sasuke, he shits on Naruto. Like Academy Naruto,
yeah,
like
he whooped his ass so many times.
I'm
Like they literally
saying,
stated,
like
like
even
there's
at
flashbacks showing that he just got his fucking ass handed to him. Like he was
over
number
and
three,
over.
Kiba was number two.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like I mean, it was good, but it wasn't that good. He couldn't
yeah.
compete.
But
That's
then
why he was
like
so mad at Sasuke.
yeah, that I'm pretty sure that continued all the way up to like episode 1, where he still basically gets shits on. But once he gets like the fucking Shadow Clone Jutsu, this pre like Geni Naruto, fucking Shadow Clones like 200 like 200
I think
of
it was a
himself.
thousand. I'm pretty sure it was 1,000 clones against
Yeah,
Mizuki.
who's this
Like
tuning?
that was pretty interesting. He didn't even use. It was his own chakra too, so that was
I'm
pretty
saying,
beneficial.
yeah. So like, pull this academy student pulls out a thousand shadow clones, not even using the QB chakra, and then just shits on this tuning teacher who's fucking teaching him. Like,
I know, right? I'm just like, bro, what the fuck happened here? I was
and
like,
like
God
you,
damn. He went from
but
being
like,
like fucking all super positive to like, I'm about to eat that ass. I'm like,
I
God
know,
damn.
but like, I'm pretty sure like Naruto did that because like he was like pissed off because Mizuki was about to kill Iruka.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that was one of the cooler scenes, I guess.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still the whole dynamic of like
But like,
Eureka just didn't make sense to me. I was like, you're way too nice to that dude. He
but you're
hated you for
yeah.
way too long, my guy.
But you remember in like episode 3, I think it was, when like Naruto snuck up on Sasuke using shadow clones and like caught him off guard, and then turned
Yeah.
into him to like simp for Sakura.
Yeah. Then Sasuke eventually got out of the ropes.
Yeah,
It
but
was like
I
I feel
think
like at that point in time, I'm still giving it to Sasuke, seeing
yeah,
as though
yeah,
like Sasuke was able to like cause like Genin and Sasuke was still the same exact thing. Well, pre Genin, like during the academy, it's like weaker, I guess. But like when you're
obviously he
gonna
gets
have
like
to compare it to like Genin Sasuke to Genin Naruto at that point in time,
and,
where they
yeah,
were on
yeah.
Wave Arc,
And
he
you
like
know
was
like
able to take care of the Demon Brothers,
I'm
easy
saying
claps.
I'm saying, bro, these like legendary fucking rogue ninja, this fresh out of the academy Genny just like claps them.
He's like, oh, this is just a day in life's work here. He's like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just cheesy claps. Well, he had to deal with his older brother Itachi all the time, so I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
he
you're
better
right,
be
here.
able to deal with this shit.
But
It
then
was
like
funny too. It was like these guys were legendary. And
like
same with Zabuza. They like that just goes to show how strong these kids were initially. Like Zabuza was a Kage level fighter. He assassinated a Kage, like or at least
dude,
tried to. But it's like my guy was really strong, and honestly, it was
was like
a
one of
mixture.
the
It couldn't
7.
really go in either one was carrying too hard,
Yeah,
but like I would say it was kind of more so Sasuke carrying a little more in that fight because it
yeah,
was
but
just
like
sheer like
once the you remember back in like the
Sharingan, I guess.
yeah, but like you remember back in like the bell test, Sasuke pulls out fucking nature transformation, and like Kakashi's like,
Oh yeah.
"What Genin cannot have nature transformation?" Yet Naruto, he gets,
I know, and then he's over here like this competing with. He's like, this kid's different. Kakashi says as he just jumps back because he's about to get the belts taken off his waist.
yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
holy shit, yo, I need to use the fucking shotting gun.
But then like Naruto doesn't get nature transformation until like halfway through Shippuden.
I know. I was like, when is Naruto gonna get his? And then when he did get his, he was like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do with this? Let me split a leaf and then let me just add it to the Rasengan to make a Rasen shuriken. Like I'm like,
I
oh,
know.
so you know, like, why
Let me
not
just
learn
let.
from Danzo, someone who has like all of those winjutsu?
I mean, like Donzo, he's not really like. It's kind of a piece of shit to be honest, but
He is a piece of shit, but he would do it for his own benefit. See, he sees
yeah,
like
yeah,
he
yeah,
could literally see Naruto as like the easiest person just to manipulate. And so like if he saw him as making him a better military weapon, he could be like, "Oh, well, yeah, I'll teach you some jutsu, Naruto. Come
yeah,
on over
yeah.
here." Next thing you know, he's like, "All right, now you know all this ninjutsu." And Naruto's like, "All right, by the way, I'm about to head out." He just
Well,
leaves. Like
I'm
that's all you gotta do.
I'm pretty sure that's a what if, or isn't it? There's probably a fucking what if on YouTube. What if Naruto was trained by Donzo?
Probably there's what ifs for like everything now.
Just saying.
Like, that's just kind of how it is nowadays. I mean, Zabza would have been interesting if he trained Naruto. I mean, Danzo would be a better, stronger Naruto. But
Yeah.
actually, I don't even know which one would be stronger. Because honestly, like, Zabza was, in my opinion,
I
more
mean,
deadly than Danzo without the, like, the use of the shotgun gun in his arm, clearly.
like when he had those like
Izanagi was the main thing carrying him.
that Izanagi bullshit.
I was like, Sasuke, why are you losing to him? Like, Sasuke was just a retard in that fight.
Yeah, you kind of right. All right, so like moving on from like nature transformation and like the bell test, and like moving on to the Lane of Waves arc, like Naruto was kind of catching up, the tree, like the uh tree
Yeah,
climbing
well, I mean,
training.
Sasuke did get it done a significant margin faster than
Yeah,
him, but
yeah.
like,
But like,
Naruto was showing his like, oh, I can do it, and then he
yeah,
eventually got it, and he was very useful. Like, I would say he's basically as useful as Sasuke in that match against Zabuza, and like, he was stronger with the tailed beast cloak. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like when he went against
yeah.
like Haku or anything like that, but base state, I'm still giving it to fucking Sasuke, because guess what? He unlocked the Tutomoe. Wait, did he unlock the Sharingan at that point, or did he unlock the
Like
Tutomoe? It's been
he
so long.
he unlocked. I think it might have been like the. I don't know if it was the one tomo or the two tomo. Might have been. I don't know, but
I'm trying
like
to remember because I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
he unlocked it first against Itachi, but I don't think he was able to like bring it back in
No,
full.
no, no. I think it was like he might have unlocked the one tomo with like Itachi, then the two tomo like during the Haku fight, like when he was in
Yeah, that's what I
like
was thinking as
inside like
well.
the mirrors and stuff.
Yeah, because he was like, I can see it, I
Yeah,
can see you, and then he ended up like doing that shit, and I was like, damn. And he
like
was pretty fast too to be able to even get in front and take the hits of the
like
Senbon.
like
Like he's
Hawk
faster than Naruto.
like going up against Haku, who Zabuza said himself was stronger than him. Like I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Zabuza said that.
And according to the data books, like if Haku wanted to, they could have I see Haku as a she. Like, all right, I'm gonna be honest. Like, Haku is a she in my mind forever. All right, I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah,
I'm in
you're right.
permanent denial. I won't lie. But basically, like Haku is so fast in the data books. It's the speed of light with her mirrors going fully out. Like, it could just outspeed everyone. So if they wanted to,
Oh
they
yeah,
could
like
just kill them all.
when he was like going through the mirrors and stuff.
Yeah, because apparently the Kikagenkai just does that, and I'm like, damn, speed of light. Like that's Minato with his swift release at max with like that's actually all right. Speed of light is
Like
the right Kage basically during Shippuden, and
uh
that's when like the KCM cloak one Naruto ended up passing him. That was speed of light.
or no, like wasn't like the speed of light during like Great Ninja Fourth Great Ninja War when like Madara had like those fucking
Yeah,
limbo
those
clones.
characters were like speed of light, but it was like KCM one cloaking up. Like Nagato, he was speed
Maybe
of light and all that. So it's like all those characters are speed of light, and then they get higher and higher.
I don't know about speed of light. Maybe like they were fucking really fast, but like like once like Naruto gets into like the Dragon Ball Z type shit, I kind of stop, say I don't know, I kind of stop trusting what the fuck like the anime says like oh speed of light.
Oh
Yeah,
no, I
yeah.
was going off of the data books and all that, because like the data books like they consistently like go off of like Raikage being speed of light at that point. He was like So the best way to say is like no Minato was known for his speed, right? He was known
Yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
swift release and all that.
Obviously,
So the
obviously.
Raikage was like a hard counter with him. He was like the big opponent for him, and he was consistently getting outpaced by Minato. And so Minato was consistently used as like a placeholder or spot holder that Naruto was trying to kind of like pass in the anime data books and all that.
Yeah,
So he eventually, at that one time in the anime, when he gained KCM one cloak and he actually outsped the Raikage, he ended up like surpassing the speed of light, which I'm not saying that he was their base. Like I honestly, that was his at his max speed. Like he was going all out at that one point just to surpass the Raikage in one time. So like
yeah, yeah,
he was close to speed of light, but he wasn't exact speed of light.
yeah,
But he
yeah.
definitely got there. On speed of light's just kind of thrown around. Honestly, it's not even that much to be honest. Like it's weird to say speed of light's not that much, but comparative to like other anime characters in other realms, it's just nothing. Like
Like,
Bleach and all,
yeah, like
especially
speed
Dragon
of
Ball.
light. I'm just gonna take that as like really really fucking fast. Like,
Yeah, it's really fast. Like speed of sound is not as fast, clearly, and like
because then they
sublight
that
is like half of the speed of light. But
like speed of sound, they got that in, like the fucking tuning exams. Remember with like Dosu and all of them, and like
yeah,
like speaking of
uh,
like moving on from like the land of waves, right? Like, but who do you think would win between Land of Waves Naruto and Land of Waves Sasuke? Pretty sure like Land of Waves Naruto would probably lose, but like if you got the KCM like buff,
if you
he
got
would
the one tails, I'm giving it to I'm gonna give it to like
like
of course Naruto.
that
But
wasn't
if
even
it's
like
not
yeah
that one, I'm
that was
going Sasuke easy claps.
yeah, but that wasn't even like the fucking one tails. That was just like a sliver, and like
That's true. That's true.
it shit on
You
Haku's like ice
shattered that
mirrors.
shit.
I know.
Yo, I like how it's so with how much power he gains from it. He's like one moment he's like gaining a shit ton of power from one tails, then the next moment it's like, oh, that's nothing.
I know.
And
I
he's
know.
not getting from it. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Then like moving on to Chunin exam Naruto and Sasuke. That's when shit starts to get real. Like
Oh, that
so
is definitely true.
like around
So there's like multiple different versions of him
like
in there. There's like the one that went against like Lee that got ass clapped. Like
yeah
honestly, I think Naruto at that point with his training, I think with his like own little Zenkai boost, I think he could have beat Lee. Like I'm not saying
nah
he's fast or anything like that. I think he could have beat Lee before the weights. Like he could have just spammed a bunch of shadow clones if they were like the shadow clones that he used against Mizuki, not as like the normal shadow clones that get popped like a bunch of pin cushions.
yeah.
Like if they were
I
like
mean
actually good shadow clones against Mizuki, he could probably win.
if he pulled out like 2,000 shadow clones and like maybe, but like Lee, I mean, man's pulled
But
out
like base, if we're
man
talking about like his normal, like from what we saw,
like
probably
the
getting clapped. Like
but he still clapped Sasuke. So I mean I feel
I
like
know it's like Sasuke was able to see him, he just couldn't react. That was his biggest
like I
thing.
think Naruto might have been the same, but he wouldn't have been able to see it because he
I don't even know
does
if Naruto would have been able to see him, honestly.
nah probably not. Naruto probably would have gone. Naruto didn't get clapped. I mean, Lee didn't even give a fuck
With a
about him.
rage boost, Naruto's gonna win like almost any battle, but like without the rage boost, he's kind of just getting fucked over a
Yeah.
lot,
Then you have like
which is kind of a consistent theme.
Forest of Death, Naruto and Sasuke. And that's Sasuke gets the
Ooh, we
Sasuke
kind
gets
of
the
have to include the TL, that like that rage mode because that was like his biggest thing at that point with his
yeah.
like red eyes and all that.
But then
That
Orochi,
one
but
is
then like
it's gonna have
Orochimaru,
to be where he kind of just wins. That
yeah,
one
yeah, probably. But
cannot like not give that one to Naruto. But like
like
he did.
Orochimaru, he was like Orochimaru. I don't think he was scared of Naruto. He was just scared of like, oh shit, the Nine Tails. But then he was like, you know what,
Yeah,
fuck you. And then like he used that like seal on his stomach that kind
yeah.
of
He
like
just was
sealed it
like, all right,
all.
I'm about to boot gang it.
And then he
I'm
gave
not gonna lie. Like Naruto was kind of like he went from this. He went from I'm about to kill you to like Sasuke couldn't come back to me, please. Like
I'm
what?
saying pulling a Sakura.
I was like, what? Yo, say I know, right? I mean, Sakura got
I feel like
such a big power boostage later on. It just doesn't make sense to me. And then
Nar-
she doesn't even use it.
Naruto is a bigger simp than Sakura.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Sakura was like, she's like, I'm gonna go kill Sasuke.
And
And
then, but
don't kill Sasuke.
before she was about to get clapped, Kakashi pulled up, and then
She was safe.
yeah,
Like, I don't
and
know.
then Kakashi was like, let
She,
me. Then Kakashi was like, let me handle this, but Naruto was like, nah.
nah, bro. I got you. Like, okay, at that point, it's like a harder battle, a good battle between this point. I'm gonna say like, well, actually, we can say that like this Naruto against So if we're going Naruto versus Sasuke, you know, like the one where he had the edgy outfit, he just got back from training against that, and he was going
Yeah,
against Gaara, all that. He was out speeding him, all that. It's a really close battle, kind of. I'm gonna give it to Sasuke.
but like I
Without the
mean like
Kirby amp, I'm giving it to
but you're
Sasuke.
forgetting Naruto had the summoning jutsu. I mean, if he pulled out Gamma Bonta, what the fuck is Sasuke?
Damn, you're right. Okay, so if he
What
pulls out the summoning jutsu, like he clearly is gonna fucking win. But like
and like
without the summoning jutsu, I'm gonna give it to Sasuke because like, what the fuck Sasuke gonna do against this big ass Gamabunta?
I
Just like,
know
yo, dude,
like Gamma Bonta
just stomps on him.
went up against the fucking One Tails. Like
He did. Like my guy was strong. Like they just did a simple transformation jutsu just for some extra like leverage where he can grab onto him. Like
yeah,
that's all he needed. Why was he
but
so
like
busted? Like why are the sage creatures so busted?
I mean, they can get people sage mode, so you know.
I mean, think about it this way: if you're just seal a fucking sage creature inside of you the same way they seal like someone else in like like the nine seals in Naruto, you don't
I
even
don't
need chakra. You just seal them in you, and bada bing, bada boom, they can consistently give you sage mode if they're down with it.
I don't know if they can even give you sage mode. No. I don't even know if they
I
can
mean,
like.
Ma and Pa gave Dryas sage mode.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about. I don't think you can seal the sage creatures into a person. They're not like pure chakra.
That's a fair point. I mean, I don't even think they have chakra, so maybe you could.
Yeah,
I think they're pure nature energy, aren't they?
I have no idea. Like they ever really explain that? They just kind of
That's
introduce
true.
them.
That's kind of true. Yeah. It's an interesting concept, but I would
Yeah,
say honestly that's such a close battle because like Naruto, he clearly had a lot more physical damage putting out. Like he could take a lot more hits than Sasuke could have clearly since he was getting his ass whooped by
like
this like like the kind of transformed Shikaku and all that.
I know
But
like
like it
but
was
like
more he was just a hard counter to Gaara at that point.
yeah, but before all that, like Forest of Death, Naruto and Sasuke, like if they were both like if Naruto had the that QB amp and like Sasuke was in you remember when he was fighting Dosu and all of them, he was just like shitting all of them, like when his
Ooh,
curse
that
seal
would
was
have been a
activated.
good one. I think I'm going with the curse seal on that one. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
yeah. That would have been a dope
Like
ass fight.
that would be a good one because like they were both like clinically insane at that point.
Yeah. That's a
You're just
hard
like swapping hands.
that's a hard one, but like yeah, I think
It would be a hard one because I think it's like it really depends on who gets the first killing blow, which
yeah.
I think Naruto would snap out of his first. Like in my opinion, I just feel like Naruto would
S-
snap out first,
Sa-
especially since
yeah.
Sasuke is having his Sharingan enhanced by this, so it's
Yeah.
like damn, I'm gonna have to
But
give
then
it to
like
Sasuke.
during the preliminaries wasn't Sasuke like, "Oh fuck, if I use my Sharingan, my chakra will be drained from this fucking curse seal."
Yeah, it's basically like it's a double-edged sword. So when he
Yeah.
didn't have it ultimately at that point, like I think that's why he had to take the food pill or pardon me, not food pill, like the pill when he went in and he was like initially
Yeah.
leaving the village with sound 4. It was so he can actually master it and get into a second state so he had full control over it.
Yeah, that's why he went into that like sleep state.
Yeah. Which I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people say he looks ugly as fuck in that form, but I love that Sasuke. Like he's
I
just so
mean,
edgy looking. Like, dude, he's so
like
badass looking.
the cool part I like about that form is like the wings.
I know. Like they utilized flying. I was like, damn. I
That
was like,
that that was,
final.
that was sick.
I liked the physical alterations. And honestly, one of the most slept on like members of Sound 4 in my opinion was like the girl. I'm trying to remember her name.
Yeah, like
Damn.
she was like auditory genjutsu, like hearing
Yeah, she
based.
was so powerful. Like, dude,
I mean,
Shikamaru, I think, is just like a hard counter for her.
because
And he had to
Shikamaru,
get help too, did he not?
yeah, wasn't it? Yeah, from Tamari.
Yeah, he had to get a lot of help just for that, just to beat her. She was just that hacks, in my opinion. I mean, they were all
Yeah,
hacks in their own right, but like, pretty sure Neji had to beat the dude by himself.
yeah, and
Like
then like
his,
Choji
I think he was the
used
only one that didn't really get
like
help.
Choji against what was his name, Drobo. He had to use that like pill that like
Yeah,
upped his strength like 100 times. Kiba got help from
a
Kankuro.
lot. Which the food pills used to be so hacks, and then they were like, oh yeah, nah, they ain't nothing anymore. I was
Yeah,
like, what? I was like, imagine when I saw Choji use the food pill, I was like, oh, imagine Naruto using it. But
like
like, I think the main
that's
reason Choji didn't die was because of how fat he was.
yeah.
He had the nutrition to burn. Like that was the main reason why.
I mean,
I think they said that in the end. And I was like, oh shit, my man Choji about to pull some women because like now he's like skinny. He's about to pull mad hoes. But now he's like, nah, I'm about to eat and get fat again.
He's like
Like damn.
he's like
But at least he did. Like I
yeah.
can't believe my man Choji literally got a woman before Kiba.
I know. I mean, like I feel like Kiba is like the Yamcha of Naruto.
I know, right? I'm like, bro, he's
So
not
is
even bad looking. Like he's
so
one of the
is
better looking men in the entire Naruto.
Kankuro and Kiba are both the Yamcha of Naruto.
Agreed. Like, bro,
Like
they do him dirty. They did Anko the dirtiest of them all, but everyone's established that.
yeah.
Rip Anko, 2020. I mean, honestly, Sasuke was so hacks. All right, well, like, let's move on from like the whole like tuning exams part. So like the Hidden Valley, I think that one was clearly stated. Like he literally just whooped Naruto's ass at that point. A lot of people,
Yeah,
like
I
Naruto
mean,
was desperate. He
yeah,
was
I mean,
desperate. I think he was to the point where he was like willing to kill Sasuke rather
like
than let him leave.
just to bring him back.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. I didn't understand his reasoning when he said that. I was like, what are
Like
you talking about, bro?
Sasuke was like kind of just like fuck off. I feel like it was a little bit more even, but Sasuke still had a little bit of the like
Yeah, that
upper
slight
advantage.
edge. I think he had the
Yeah,
durability advantage.
yeah, because like Naruto got like knocked out by that Chidori Rasengan clash.
All right, well, it's also like this. You could think about it this. There's some people that are gonna be like, oh, well, it could be the, extra gravitational pull because like Sasuke was above and Naruto was down
Oh,
below. So it
you
could be that
right.
extra amount of force that came in. But I'm just gonna give it to Sasuke either way because of all the
What?
evidence we
Wait,
saw.
like were they falling down like that, or was that the final fight of Shippuden in the Final Valley?
I'm trying to remember. I think it was. Oh
I
no, I think they were both. Weren't they like lateral? They were both coming at each
yeah
other's
yeah.
sideways.
I think
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
thinking of
yeah.
the Shippuden one.
I'm confusing them. Yeah, because those ones that were just sideways. That one was pretty interesting because I remember Naruto just jumped and then
Yeah.
Sasuke had his
But
wings.
like, I
So yeah,
mean,
that
if Naruto had summoned Gamabunta, then like, let's be real. I mean, still like,
it's still pretty hard clapping.
yeah,
It's pretty hard stomping. But like, all right, I'm still gonna give it this. Honestly, I think that Naruto and like if that Naruto summons like Gamabunta, I'm saying Sasuke still stands a chance. See, Gamabunta, if like this Sasuke is able to hide from him, like if he gets hit by him one time, he's done for. But
like
if he's able to
Shippuden.
hide from him
You,
effectively, he wins.
you remember how like Shippuden Sasuke, he was able to like Genjutsu Manda his summon. It's,
True.
like I feel like he'd be able to do that to like Gamabunta and like other summons.
That's true. I mean, like, not even mentioning, like, this is a way later point in time, but, like, he literally, when he was older, he was able to do all of the tailed beasts at once. And then he went and squared off against Naruto, like, all right, bet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, no problem.
All right, but like
Just like, all right, my
just
Genjutsu's that
like
good.
going back to not the tuning exams, but like what was it, the Konoha Crush arc? Uh, like Gaara was like this fucking one-tailed. He was the one-tailed Jinchuriki. Naruto, he just like pulls up, fights up. Like Sasuke, he was getting shit on by Gaara.
Yeah.
Naruto pulls up, right, and Sasuke's just like, oh fuck, what do I do? And then Naruto just pulls out fucking Gamabunta, transforms him into the fucking Nine Tails, and then goes head to head with the tailed beast while he's still a Genin, like this Kage level feat. And then they just kind of like move on from it.
Well, let's be honest. All right. Well, like, it's the main reason why this Naruto is being even carried whatsoever is Kamabunta.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's like his biggest just pull out method. Like, everyone else is like, if he wants to win, he's just like, all right, bet. It's trump card. Boom. Gamabunta. I win. Like, that's just
Yeah.
how good Gamabunta is. If he doesn't have it, he would lose so many
Oh,
battles.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right.
Unless he had, like, I'm trying to think. Would he be able to? Like, hypothetically speaking, if he wanted to, could he just, like, not run up and just knock the motherfucker up? Like,
Oh,
all he had to do was headbutt, like,
what about
Gaara.
what about Tsunade retrieval arc? Like before Final Valley, like when Naruto first learns the Rasengan.
Well, I'm giving that art, so I'm not gonna lie, because that destructive power is so damn strong. Like we saw what it did. Like he's
Like
clapping right there.
like
One
clapping
one
the
simple
like
shot.
yeah.
It's just winning.
Yeah, I mean, like if they did a Chidori or Sengon clash in the Tsunade retrieval arc, like who do you think would come out top?
Neither. I think it's gonna be the exact same.
Like
Honestly,
it might
I
have been.
think Sasuke's gonna take a little bit more damage, but I think they're both losing an arm.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I feel like it'd be even then.
I think because like it was clear that he had more damage, but like to an extent, even though you do have more damage, it's
But
gonna like
like,
equal out in a way.
but
You're still losing something.
Naruto still had that pull out method. Gamabunta.
True. His trump card. And
It's
then like
like
Gamma Bunta's made useless and ship it in. It's just
I
like
know,
that's how
right?
it is. It's like he's so hacks in the beginning of like Naruto, but like afterwards he's just, what the fuck? Don't worry about it.
All right, all right, all right. So like,
I'm gonna go beat the cat.
sounds like a dying cat.
Have I returned?
All right, so like, do you just want to go over like who would like just like like go over shortly like who would win,
Bro,
like over like all the
how the fuck
arcs,
did you know
like
I returned so damn fast?
because I can see you on OBS. I got you on the desktop
Damn,
audio.
that's crazy.
Like so
That's crazy. All right.
so like you want to go over like who would
So now what are we going over?
just like briefly go over like which arc and say who would win like Naruto or Sasuke. So
Yeah. We can
like
do that.
just
Speed
like
it up
wrap
a little.
just like wrap up part one. So like we said, Academy versus like Academy Sasuke easily.
Yeah, easy
Then
claps.
like uh m- uh beginning of the
Like the
series,
early
Sasuke.
Danny Naruto versus Sasuke, we're giving that to Sasuke as
Yeah,
well.
Land of Waves, Sasuke. But if Naruto pulls out that QB chakra, Sasuke is getting
Yeah, you
clapped.
win, of course.
Then moving on to like the tuning exams, that's Force of Death is kind of even.
Honestly, that one's like it's an iffy battle to see.
Yeah,
It's really up to who can last longer,
yeah,
which Sasuke wouldn't last longer, but like if he does more damage, he wins.
yeah. Like moving on to like the Konoha Crush, probably probably Naruto. If you,
Probably, I'm not gonna lie. Like he just has a little bit more going for him. Like I
yeah,
think I think Sasuke could he's definitely faster than Naruto, and he's like not as durable though. That's the
yeah.
biggest thing.
As United Retrieval probably might honestly end in a tie, but if Naruto pulls out Gamabunta, it's over.
Yeah. Yeah, Game of Thrones is just the trump card for everything. He's like, like fucking Kaiba with his blue eyes white dragon. Naruto's just summoning
I know, I know, I know,
Gamabunta
I
like
know.
that.
Bro, that's gonna be the comment section in this video. Gamabunta for the win.
Gamabunta for the win. That is kind of what it is. It's just
Yo,
Gamabunta
that should be
spamming his
that should be like merch. Gamabunta for the win.
bro. He,
Like he's smoking a pipe and it has like sunglasses on. And it just says like under it like Gamabunta for the win.
exactly. I mean, Gamabunta carried a lot of things, like especially in the pain arc, he was quite useful.
Yeah, like sort of the other frogs. But so then moving on to like the Final Valley and like I mean that's kind of obvious. Sasuke still won, but
Yeah,
I
it was
feel like
pretty much shown.
it was a hell of a lot more even. But Sasuke still had that slight advantage.
Yeah, he literally got up and he was able to walk away. Like he
Yeah,
was not to the point where he was like gonna pass out. Like he looked
yeah,
like he was a little exhausted, but he probably could have gone into a little bit more fighting.
yeah. Now moving on to Shippuden. Whew, that's beginning of Shippuden. Naruto is like he gets like absolutely
Dog
destroyed
shit,
by
let's just be
Sasuke.
honest.
I mean,
He's
like
weak as fuck.
they even show it like
He was
Sasuke.
out, but he didn't even see Sasuke when he first found him.
Neither did Yamato, and he's like this fucking Anbu, and like Sasuke's
Yeah, he was like supposed to be comparative to like Kakashi at this
like
point.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
he was
like
literally comparative to him.
and Sasuke is like this kid who's like fucking our age, like 16, and like
He was like pumped with fucking ninja steroids. He was like
yeah,
going all out.
and then Naruto in like 2.5 years. What do you learn? The Odama Rasengan?
I know. I was like, whoa, you got to the three tails state, and that's all you have. I mean, you could say, all right. So for sake of argument, we're gonna say that he doesn't use the three tails, like up going past
Yeah,
there. But
cause
like if
like
he
he
did
kind
go
of
even two tail state, I'm saying he's still losing to the
yeah,
Sasuke early
cause you
on,
remember when
because
like
he's just losing all
like
rationale.
cause you remember when like yeah when remember when Sasuke like during their like little like meeting with like Team Seven, like he
Yeah,
went into Naruto's mindscape and like what's up QB
he
and
just fucked with Kurama. He was
yeah,
like,
Kurama
hey,
was
you
like
got the eyes of Madara Uchiha.
yeah, and it was yeah, Kurama was like I hate that bitch.
Yeah, that's exactly what he was like. I'm not gonna lie. Sasuke claps earlier on, and then like
Yeah.
there's the next arc. The next arc would
What
be
is
what like the
the
whole. It would be
Gara
like the Gara
retrieval?
arc. Wait,
Yeah.
was it was it the Gara arc? I'm trying to remember
No, no, no.
now.
Beginning was Gara arc. Naruto still gets shit on back then.
True, true, true.
What's next? Shit, it's been a while since I watched Shippuden.
Same, same. He's
All
like, I
right.
guess the Ross and Shuriken arc could be like one of them because I think that was relatively after because like he had
No, no,
this
no. Hold on, hold
extra
on, hold on.
determination to win.
I'm gonna look up the Shippuden arcs in order.
All right.
All right, all right. So, Rescue Gara arc, Sasuke and Sai arc, meaning like that's when the
Yeah, the one
encounter
we
happened.
basically just talked about.
Then the Hidan and Kakuzu arc.
So that Naruto versus the Sasuke that was going on at that
Like,
point,
I mean, if he pulls
he
out
has the Rasen Shuriken, which is a really utilized, like
it's
it's a
like
really strong thing.
I'm pretty. I don't know if Sasuke would get one shotted by it. I mean, he might, but like,
I
he
honestly think he would, because like
like
Kakuzu was
I don't.
super powerful, but I don't think he would be stupid enough to
Yeah,
go
yeah, he wouldn't.
into a fucking battle and get hit by it.
Yeah,
Like
he wouldn't allow. He would dodge it. Like he would allow him. No, he wouldn't
he's
allow himself
much
to be hit by
faster.
it. Yeah. So
So
like,
like I'm giving that to Sasuke as well,
yeah,
because like he does have like the like what was the lightning dragon? I'm trying to remember.
the
The
right,
Kirin, I think
yeah,
it
the
was.
Kirin, yeah,
Or the right Ki
not the
yeah,
not the right
Kirin. It wasn't the right Kiri is the fucking what's
is
it called?
is Kakashi's shit.
Yeah, yeah, the fucking OP shit.
And then yeah, like if Yamamoto can't do shit because like Sasuke he did like
Yeah, he could fry him. He would just make toad soup out of him.
I know like he would just use like his Sharingan like put him in a genjutsu.
Well, plus he could literally just openly summon Manda because like he
Like
has
And
Manda and
Manda,
Manda's the strongest one.
yeah, Manda is like I don't think he's way stronger. He's just stronger than Yamamoto.
Yeah. So even if he was like, he'd be strong enough to keep him busy at most. Like he'd be like, at
Yeah,
least he's that strong enough. So like Sasuke could just kill Naruto really easily if he wanted to.
yeah.
And
So
Sasuke didn't even want to kill anyone at that point. He was just like, no, I'm just trying to do me.
yeah, and then we move on to the Itachi pursuit arc.
Ooh, that one. So that one when he had like I'm trying to remember. He didn't have any Mangekyo Sharingan at that point. He got it afterwards, did he not? And then
That
he
was
used it
like towards
against
the
Danzo.
that was like
So
towards the,
yes, he was able to use his normal abilities against him. And he was doing pretty well. Like let's not give him too much credit where it's like, oh yeah, he was whooping Itachi's ass. Because honestly, Itachi wasn't even trying. He was sick
like
and all that.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. And that was like
I'm
towards
still
the
giving it to Sasuke. We saw a lot of skills there.
yeah.
We saw how
And
much
if Sasuke
damage the
and if
Kirin
Sas
actually did.
and if Sasuke pulls out Kirin, like I think Kirin is definitely stronger. Would you say Kirin is stronger than the Rasen Shuriken?
Definitely, like that shit was so hacked. Like it's
It's a
he
lightning.
literally made a storm out of it.
I
Like I'm
know.
pretty sure he was able to use it without a storm. And then like when it does start raining, it's even more powerful. So if it's like a storming day, like whoa, better
Yeah.
watch out.
And then is that like then like the very end Sasuke gets his Mangekyo Sharingan?
Mangekyo. Yeah, he got that one. So like the Mangekyo shirt. So right
Like
now it's
after
kind of just a one-sided stomp because Naruto doesn't get too much progression as like a character. So like
like as
the
of at
next
the
form that we can talk about of his is when he actually like masters Rasen Shuriken and like the pain arc. Like
yeah.
that one. So like Sage mode
Yeah,
versus
Sage mode.
EMS, like the one against
I don't know.
Danzo.
I don't think I don't think Sasuke had EMS at that time.
I mean,
The
pardon me. I mean MS. Pardon me.
yeah,
Like
Sage mode like
smoke cracks probably something like that. But
yeah,
yeah, MS. I don't even know if he could. Like
no,
he
no, no. No, I
could
think
probably win, but I don't think he's gonna win that one.
no, no, no. Sage mode Naruto. I think like Zetsu, like you remember Hebi, right? Sasuke's little group.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure Zetsu stated that like that Naruto in Sage mode was like he would clap Sasuke.
Yeah, I could see it being that like Naruto could win. Like his
Like
sensory
Sage
abilities
mode
were a
is
lot better.
like Sage mode allowed him to go up against fucking Pain, and like we're talking about Pain, man, who like
Yeah.
whipped Jiraiya like he was nothing.
I think honestly, I'm not all right. I think Mangekyo Sharingan, Sasuke could beat Jiraiya. I'm not gonna lie. That's my
Honestly,
opinion.
but like
Like
I mean,
Jiraiya wasn't even that powerful to be honest. Like he was strong in his own right, but
yeah, but like I mean,
comparative to other people, he just wasn't that good.
like compared to like Pain, Obito, or
Yeah.
Toby at that point,
I just
Itachi.
think I'm honestly gonna give it to Naruto because he has that slight edge. But like honestly, you got to think about it this way:
Yeah.
he didn't win against Pain really. He was
Nah.
forced to use like the Nine Tails.
Yeah, because like
So
Sage
like
Mode
if we're counting that, then
didn't
he
like
does win. But like,
Sage Mode like run out of didn't it have like that 5 minute like time limit?
yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was like
Eh,
it's kind of an equal out because like they both either Sasuke's gonna go blind from spamming Amaterasu, which is very very useful because like he if he uses Amaterasu against someone like Naruto, like he can't extinguish that
yeah, yeah,
at
yeah.
all. He doesn't have like the KCM cloak where he can get rid of it. But if Naruto's dodging it somehow, which would be pretty hard because they're around the same speed level at that point. But if he's able to dodge it and then make Sasuke go blind and all that, and like, all right, I could see that happening. He's not gonna be able to crack the Susanoo ribcage because this Susanoo ribcage, it wasn't even Mangek. I think it was just Mangekyo Sharingan that was initially going against Danzo too. Remember, and he took a punch from the right Kage. So actually, I'm gonna
Yeah.
give this one to, in my opinion, I think I'm gonna give this one to Mangekyo Sharingan Sasuke,
I mean
with
like
the exception of if Naruto gets the Nine Tails. If he does get like goes into the Nine
but
Tail
like I
form,
mean
then you know he's
if
getting
Sage
clapped.
Mode if Naruto plays its cards right and like Sage Mode like is still like he doesn't fuck it up, I'm pretty sure Naruto and
Yeah, if he
Sage Mode
plays almost perfectly, he's gonna win. He has that
yeah,
extreme
yeah, yeah.
advantage.
Now
I mean, Gamba Bunta doesn't even. Well, he did summon multiple of them too. So like, if he summons multiple summoning animals, he does have that advantage.
like
So it's
I'm
like a
pretty sure
very
like
close one.
Sasuke he might summon Manda so like hey yo go deal with him
I'm
real
pretty sure he
quick.
killed Mondo. Yeah, at this
Yeah.
point he killed Mondo off against
Oh yeah, you.
Deidara, so he had another one,
Oh yeah,
and
you're
then he
right.
also
You're
had his
right. You're
flying
right.
one. So he did have two different spirit contract or summoning contracts.
Yeah.
So he does have the versatility of flying still.
And then moving on to like the five Kage Summit, Sasuke. I mean, shit. When he like he he was starting to go blind, and like once he gets his EMS, it's fuck, dude. Like EMS Sasuke is
Well, the
compared.
Danzo one, and I guess in a way it's like, well, because no, the Five Kage Summit was before EMS. Because remember, like the Five Kage
Yeah, yeah,
Summit
yeah,
was
yeah. And
the one
like
where
I
he
mean like
basically like body Danzo after
yeah, like
he
yeah,
was
like I'm
like
talking about like how
spamming the fuck out of Amaterasu. Like, oh, I'm
yeah,
not gonna go blind.
like yeah, I'm saying like EMS Sasuke is like after five Kage Summits like at the very end.
Oh yeah, dude, EMS Sasuke is just kind of built different. Like we didn't get to see too much of him, but like you can kind of gauge it from what the little we did
Yeah.
see. Like honestly, we only really saw him against like Kabuto, I think it was, and then like
I mean we saw him
which
during the
Kabuto is a monster.
I
He's
mean,
a monster.
yeah, like we saw. I mean, we saw him during the war, but like, I mean, let's be honest. That's the war. Some wacky shit happened during that.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that just didn't make sense at that point. Like everyone being revived, like Madara, the real Madara Uchiha just coming back. I was like, oh shit, I thought Toby was the real Madara.
And
I'm
then
like, what's going on here?
Kaguya popping up out of nowhere. Like,
I was
dude,
like,
I
yo,
was like,
what the fuck?
I was like, who is this bitch? Get her white ass out of here, dude.
I was like, yo, I thought Madara was the G. What the fuck is going on here? I just saw him get bamboozled. I was like, wait, hold on.
Like they did
This isn't how it goes.
Madara dirty.
They did do him dirty. He was really powerful too. He probably would have won that end fight.
Probably.
Because he stated himself, he was like, you have a Rinnegan and you have like
Sage six
physical,
pass
yes,
power.
whatever it was, the six pass chakra. Well,
Yeah.
I have both. And then I was like, oh shit, he's got a point, and he's more experienced. He was like way older.
Yeah, but like now moving on to like the five like back to the five Kage Summit, like before Sasuke got his EMS, I'm probably like kind of the same, really. Like
I mean,
did Naruto have KCM by five Kage Summit or was that after?
by five Kage summit. So five Kage summit. No, he got his KCM right when the war began. Remember, because he had to
So
go
like so
against
yeah yeah yeah
Iruka Sensei and all of
so
that.
it's kind of the same as like Invasion of Pain except maybe they're just like a tiny bit more powerful. So it'd probably be like kind of the
Yeah.
same outcome.
So EMS Sasuke would clap Seiichiro Naruto. Easy
Yeah
claps,
yeah
not
yeah.
gonna lie. But
Because EMS
MS Sasuke, it's a really close battle, and it
yeah
can go either way.
because EMS Sasuke is they compare him to like KCM Naruto.
You got a power boost because you get a significant power boost from EMS, and then you also
Yeah
get to spam the fuck out of your Amaterasu and all of that. Like,
yeah yeah.
so it's like you can't even compare those. But MS, it's like it's really just a situational type thing. Like I could see Sasuke winning half of the time, and I can see Naruto winning half of the time.
Yeah. Then moving on to the uh fourth Shinobi World War, dude. Like fucking hell,
Man,
that
this one's
was
so hard. Like Naruto's stomping this one a lot of the time.
like they just get like I feel like they just stacked on top of stacked on top of stacked. Like
They did. They
Sasuke.
were like, oh, KCM Naruto, boom. Oh,
Yeah,
KCM Sage
two
Mode Naruto, boom.
KCM
KCM
two
2?
Naruto,
I'm like,
KCM two Naruto with Sage Mode.
I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I'm
I
like, I don't even
know.
know anymore. I'm like, stop, chill. And
Yeah,
then like
yeah.
after that, I was like, all right, you can't get much better than this. They were like, oh, six
Sa-
packs base, and I'm like,
Sage Mode,
six packs cloak. I'm like, you're killing me at this point,
six
bro.
pass cloak Sage Mode.
Yo, I know. I was like, dude, how much more? What is this, Super Saiyan type shit? Like he's about to go Super Saiyan God?
I
I'm
know,
like,
right?
damn.
I mean, like in the recent chapters, like, oh, yo, that would in the you remember the chapter before, like that came out in November, chapter 51 of Boruto. Naruto just
Yeah.
pulled that fucking form out of nowhere. Kurama was like,
Oh, the
you all,
nuclear fusion one?
yeah, you always had this form deep within you.
Yeah, I'm like, why didn't he use that earlier on then if it was so busted? Which
Cause
it
like
honestly
if
wasn't
he
that
cause
busted though.
Kurama said that if he uses it, he dies.
I know, but like he was about to die most of the time. Like he literally had his heart stopped because the tailed beast was being extracted. Like that
Yeah,
would
but
have been a
like
good time to use it.
Kurama was probably like thinking like he can get through this one. He don't need to use that just yet.
He's probably like, I don't want to die yet. He's like, I just don't want to die yet.
I don't think
Cause
the
like I'm
tail.
pretty sure Kurama dies too, doesn't he?
Not like no, they like disappear and then like a few years later they pop up
Well, I know
somewhere
that
else
they
in the
usually
world.
resurface like a few, like I think it's like what 10 to 20 years later they come back. But like if
Yeah,
it's using all of the chakra substance, like it's a curious one. Because
yeah,
honestly, we don't know too much because Boruto is kind of changing a lot of stuff around. We don't
yeah,
really know too much. I don't even think he died in like the most recent chapter. I think he was punched out of the form by Ishiki. But
yeah.
it's
Like
really
yeah.
a weird thing to look at.
So like but anyways, like back to like KCM Naruto versus EMS Sasuke. I don't know, man. That's like Naruto.
KCM. All right. Well, that one. Okay, so we have a little bit more of a gauge on this one. KCM Naruto was getting clapped by Nagato. Like Nagato was about to kill
Like
him and Killer B.
like
Like,
Nagato, he
and
had
I'm
like
not saying.
Nagato. He
Well,
wasn't in. He was like in person. He wasn't using like Yahigo's body. He was like using like he was pulling up in like his regular body,
yeah, he was
and
using
he
his
had
own.
and he had infinite chakra. Like, dude, man, to get spammed the
He was one
Rinnegan
of the few
jutsu.
people that benefited from it. So,
Yeah.
and he was around light speed. He was like around that level of it. So I'm gonna give it to him and be like, I'm gonna give it so.
We're at the what was it?
Oh yeah, EMS
Like
versus say, I mean
KCM.
this
Yeah.
KCM.
Honestly, like I feel like EMS might come out on top of KCM, but KCM two Naruto, that's a different story.
I know. I'm thinking KCM could win though against this Sasuke because like Amaterasu was shown to be like a little more ineffective against him
Yeah, but
because he could use his cloak to get rid of it. But
once
like I'm
Sasuke,
still gonna give it to him the Genjutsu prowess
but I
at the
mean, but if
moment was
Sasuke,
much better.
if Sasuke he pulls out the Susanoo, my guy, like,
I know that's what I was thinking. Like
but like
he's
what
just
didn't it
gonna
like
like
around this
clap
time?
with that.
Then around this time he had like the boned one, right? Like the rib cage. He was just like starting to like learn how to use it and like form it and stuff.
I think he was starting to manifest much better. No, because it was EMS one was when he was with Itachi, which Itachi he ended up using the whole Indra's arrow against Kabuto. That was the only really time we saw him
But,
mess.
oh yeah, you're right.
So
That
I'm honestly gonna give that one to him because Indra's arrow was kind of.
yeah, like if we're talking about like KCM, just pure KCM Naruto now. KCM two Naruto like stack
Now
stage.
KCM 2 Naruto's a different story.
Yeah, like
He gains a whole nother power boost.
yeah, like that they don't really. There's not really any feats I can really think of off the top of my head to like compare it to like Sasuke.
Like, I mean, for what? Like KCM 1 didn't have too many beats. Like honestly, it was just a quick and it was kind of differed because his clones were able to make KCM cloaks too, but they weren't as
Yeah,
effective. So it's really up to how he uses it.
yeah.
And most of that KCM energy was just borrowed. It wasn't even like
Honestly,
he used it
like
initially.
around this time, there's like too many power. I feel like there's like too many power ups for both of them to just like go into like KCM two EMS with Susanoo plus
Because if you're
Indra's
to go
arrow.
into a detailed one, this could be like a literal 3 to 4 hour, which would be
Yeah,
way too because you would
so
have to go through and look at all of their feats just to compare every single
yeah,
one. Because the Shippuden final arc was just so filled with so many power ups,
yeah. Plus,
with so little
so
feats.
yeah, I don't really feel like I'm pretty sure we both don't really
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
a
going
lot of
to.
work. it
So
also seems like a lot of edit.
so like yeah. Oh shit, you're right. Plus like going through like all like through their power ups. pretty sure like one eventually gets more powerful than the other, then the other one gets more powerful than the other.
Yeah, it's kind of just like a Vegeta versus Goku, except you're
Yeah,
much strong. In this case, it's usually Sasuke. It's strong.
it's like Sasuke wins one, Naruto wins one, like, but once we get
It
into
just kind
like
of
the later war, when
it's mostly just Naruto clapping.
like Naruto KCM2 stage mode, shit, dude, man's made shadow
I think we should
clones.
just speedrun this final part. I'm not gonna lie, all the way up until the Hidden Valley, like final. I'm thinking like
Yeah,
KCM2, all of that. He just keeps getting more and more forms, and he's just gonna clap all of those Sasuke. He's just got the.
but, like I mean
He's a
like
hard counter to Sasuke at those points.
yeah, Sasuke like if he pulls out the perfect, if he pulls out like a really amazing Susanoo, then Naruto might have some struggles, but like Naruto might just pull
But
out like
that's like like if he the perfect Susanoo
yeah.
at the best point in time against a weak
I
Naruto.
mean,
So
but if
it's because like
Naruto
at one
he
point Naruto was able to summon Kurama too. So it's like
wasn't
he has his own
wasn't
kind
that
of
just like
Susanoo.
the Kurama avatar?
Yeah, it was like the Kurama avatar.
Yeah, yeah. So
Still kind of a
like
Susanoo.
Naruto, I think like with stage mode stacked on KCM2, might he probably has the upper edge. But like once they get to like their stage of six past powers, like Rinnegan Sasuke and like the fucking Chakra Rod Naruto, like it's way more
That one's a
even.
little closer, but
Yeah,
like I
that
think
yeah.
it's closer because it's like basically what they are. Like at that point,
They're
they
just
hit that point,
rivals,
they're just
like rivals.
because like they at the end of the arc. I'm gonna give it to Naruto because Sasuke didn't have his full Susanoo at that point, so I'm gonna give it to Naruto just so that I don't have a bunch of Naruto fanboys like saying, "Oh my God, you're such a Sasutard," and I'm like, "I know, I'm sorry, okay, I'm sorry," but like I'll give it to Naruto for that reason. And then like at the end, like that one, it was in a tie, and it was clear that Naruto wasn't trying to kill
Yeah,
Sasuke,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm saying Sasuke would,
Nah,
because if he wanted
nah.
to, he could have used Izanagi.
I mean, possibly, but I don't think he would have risked that. But
I mean, he could have. It's like
yeah, he
it's
could
made it
have.
as easy. And
But
then he
I
could
mean,
have, if he wanted to, with
Naruto.
his Rinnegan, gone again, gotten another Sharingan.
I mean,
Obito back.
if we're going off that Boruto chapter, Naruto could have just pulled out that like fucking nuclear death form and just like, all right, you dying with me, Sasuke.
True, true. But like he didn't know about it at that time. So
Yeah,
if we're
like
just not, if we're disregarding that, so like we're talking about something that Sasuke actually knew had capabilities of doing because he just saw
yeah, but
Itachi.
like I feel like Sasuke, if he wouldn't risk that against like Naruto. Like I mean, honestly, I don't.
If he does do it, he wins. Like it's just like
Yeah,
that. If he doesn't, which he didn't, it's a tie. But like if Naruto goes fully out and he doesn't do it, Naruto wins because of his sheer damage output. But
yeah,
then if like Sasuke uses Izanagi, he can pop behind. If he actually teleported into different dimensions like Kaguya was, if he knew how to use his Rinnegan, he would have been a lot more deadly. I guess he was still learning. He wasn't able to use most of them.
yeah.
He was quite good at it, to be honest. But like he was still pretty. He was able to take and just fest that. It just goes to show with balance how strong Naruto's just
Yeah,
raw physical presence was
yeah,
at that point. Which I mean, it was mostly because of Kurama, but like still, he's still strong.
yeah. Your audio is kind of cutting out a little bit. No,
Oh my bad.
no, it's fine, it's fine.
Is it better?
Talk a little bit more.
It, yes.
Yeah, yeah, that's better.
All right. Yeah. So Sasuke would probably get whooped most of the time if like Naruto's bloodlusted. But
Yeah,
like if he was able to, if he decided to use the Izanagi, like if he truly wanted to, like if he was hell bent on it, I could see him doing it because he was known just to throw away his eyes. Like he was like, oh, I'm gonna go blind. Fuck it, I don't care. So
yeah.
like if he were to lose one eye and keep his Rinnegan, I could see him.
Oh, that I can't. I can you imagine like an eye patch wearing Rinnegan Sasuke? That would be pretty dope.
It'd be pretty dope. He'd be weaker, but like,
Yeah,
and
that
honestly, I think I'm not sure if he would like most like according to like storm games and all that, which are like not necessarily at the same time.
yeah.
They kind of are. So it's like if you look at Madara, he didn't even have his eyes, and he was able to use the Susanoo. So
Like
in
I mean,
my opinion, I think he was able to.
and he was clapping everyone. So
He was Madara.
Madara is just like too nasty, dude.
He's just built. He's
he's constructed abnormally.
that that's probably one of the best ways to. Like, I mean, Madara is built different. He's like the Aizen of the Naruto universe. That's
He
literally the
is.
best way to put it.
He is.
He's just that built different. Like Obi, like so Hashirama's good and all that. Like we all know, but Hashirama's just a hard counter too. That's the
Yeah.
only reason he was able to.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about like this Jubi Madara, he's just completely
But
like that guy
like,
was so high.
but like once we get to like Hokage, Naruto, and Sasuke, I feel like they're even.
Yeah, I honestly, if okay, if Naruto goes against a really like a Sasuke that actually was not retarded, who actually
Yeah.
used his ability. Wait, hold on, my mic cut out. All right, Naruto went against the Sasuke that was not retarded and actually used his abilities. I'm giving it to Sasuke because it just seems like he just seems like he has a little bit more of a skill advantage now that he knows all of his abilities. But I still think it'd be super close. Like it would come down to like borderline them both down. Like that's just what it's gonna be. But if we're talking about like at the same time, if we're talking about how retarded Sasuke is in the Boruto thing, it
Oh,
might be Naruto because
yo,
he's shit
this.
chakra. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
These fucking Discord notifications. Oh shit. It's like not stop.
You got like 15 at a time.
Yes. Oh my. Yo, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, like careful.
Holy shit. What is with all these Discord notifications? Which one's it from? What the fuck? Do you hear
I
that?
just mute everything. Honestly, I don't even have to mute anything. Honest, it just mutes. My phone just mutes it for
Yo, what is that from? Hold up.
me. It might be my server.
Nope. It's fucking from, I'm just leave this server real quick.
My server's pretty sus though. You
Uh,
probably saw some shit.
I mean, maybe a little, but I mean, it's just your server.
This is Hazel's cum slut. I'm pretty sure that's a little sus.
Fucking no, dude. He's fucking. All right, I've like for this video, I'm gonna just leave Sensei's domain real quick. Just like,
Yeah, it's just like it's spam. They do. They kind of trying. It's a utilization of trying to get as high as possible by talking. So I guess probably not the best for a collab video.
yeah. All right. I'm just like
How
looking.
long is this recording? I feel like we've been talking forever.
This video is like an hour long.
Jesus Christ! Don't even bother putting like pictures behind it.
Nah, dude. I'm just like, so this is
Just put
going.
like a background, smooth background.
So is this going like on your channel or mine?
I don't even care. Yeah. I honestly I just wanted to talk about this.
Oh, you're kind of right. I mean, like,
I just found it interesting because it's like honestly the idea of like how every single character was in it in time. Like Naruto was so OP at one spot, and then Sasuke was so absurd. And then there
yeah.
was points where they were kind of close to each other, but you know it was mostly like a large power gap.
All right. So yeah. So overall, I would probably say Naruto and Sasuke over the course. One is
Sasuke does have a higher advantage throughout the from Naruto series to the end, like all the way up. Sasuke went, but towards the end, Naruto had a much greater.
yeah, yeah. Naruto had a greater chance, and like Sasuke in the beginning clapped hard. Naruto towards the later, like towards the end, Shippuden has the advantage. But like now in Boruto, they're even. But like once if Naruto pulls
Like
out if Naruto pulls out that form, it's done. Like
yeah, it's kind of like I don't think Sasuke could really do
that's the
unless he just teleports into another dimension and just chills there and waits for the time to
he
die
don't
out.
he don't have his Rinnegan no more.
Well, yeah, but like, imagine he uses Izanagi and just like undoes that. Like, I feel like that's a good thing too. Like, I would sacrifice the Mangekyo for like
Oh,
the
Rinnegan.
Rinnegan
Yeah, that's definitely. But couldn't his Mangekyo
because you can get another Sharingan with that Rinnegan. Just teleport in and just go in and get
yeah.
another Sharingan. Those eyes and like it's not gonna be a Mangekyo, but like
I
you
mean,
could probably have like a Orochimaru experiment.
yeah. All right. So like, you wanna end off the video because this shit is like an hour and a
Yeah,
half long.
it's getting
All right. So whoever channel this is going on, be sure to subscribe to both of us. The links will be down in the description on whoever channel this goes up onto.
There'll probably be an @ in the title too.
Yeah. I mean, fuck it. Do you want to upload this to both channels or?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Just utilize attraction.
Yeah, dude. Fuck it. Like you put one with your thumbnail and I'll put one with mine.
Exactly. I do that shit all the time with Naruto 12.
Yeah, dude. All right. All right. I'm stop. So I'm probably gonna edit this part out. But anyways, be sure to go check out both Moto Sensei and I. Links to his channel and my channel will be down in the description below. And yeah, we'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.